Hi budgeters, welcome to my January plan with me, the first plan with me for the year 2019. Can you believe it is almost January? It's crazy. The first thing I'm going to do is copy and paste my budget from December into the cells of this new budget, and I'm actually going to delete this row. I'm going to do a few little editing things, just kind of move this over a little bit. Actually, I'm not going to delete that row. It looked weird when I did that, so let's just go ahead and move that over. And let's see here. I'm just going to bump a few of these guys out. There we go. And, okay, so it does look like I need to fix this one. There we go. That cell's looking a little bit better. Now I can actually see all of my categories. And for whatever reason, I have some text wrapping issues when I actually copied from one spread, like a Google Sheet, to another, and so I'm just going to do a text wrap so that it's center aligned, and just do this on all of these little boxes here for the information as far as my sinking funds, my leisure funds, and everything like that goes. And this one I do want it to wrap around, so I'm going to make that wrap around. And same thing with my emergency fund, I want that to wrap. Okay. So the first thing I need to do is take out all of our income that we have received in December, and I actually need to make this January 2019 now. 1/2019. And there we go. Okay, so at this point, we do have $1,200 remaining that we will carry over into January. ConsultNet, because Christmas happened the first week, or the last week of December, when my husband gets paid the first week of January, he will have 2 days that he's missed for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So he is paid about $250 a day. He averages $1,250 each paycheck. But because of that paycheck, in December, we'll get a little bit less. We'll also get less the second week because of New Year's Day. So we anticipate getting about $1,000 the second week of January. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, that is also a day off that he has. I believe that will fall in his fourth paycheck, though. So it looks like this month we are projecting to receive $5,200 through my husband's work. Technically, we'll receive $4,000, and then we have $1,200 that we're carrying over. And I am going to delete all of these sections over here just for what we've input into our expenses for last month, as well as just all of the notes that I have from December. I am doing this in real time, so I apologize for not having this part done in advance. So I'm just going to go ahead and take out all of the input money that we have, and zero out that emergency fund because we have not contributed to that. So we need, I believe, $383 left over in our emergency fund. So I need $1,583 is what I will want to have left when I'm done budgeting today, and with the idea that $383 will go in here. And I do want this month, I think if we do have any overage, the plan would be to just, well, first of all, try to see how much we can put into our savings. We do have quite a bit of days off Yeah, so let's just go ahead and start budgeting. Sorry for my rambling. So our first tithe will be a 10%, which will be about $75. Plus we do a fast offering, which is just when we fast for a few days and we put what we would have spent towards food, towards our church, to our church. Our second tithe will be a 10% tithe, which will be $100. Our third tithe will be $125. Our fourth tithe will be $100. And these are all based off of a 10%, based off of what our income is. Our mortgage stays the same. Our car insurance, somebody, and I will change these dates after, but that's just a tiny bit laborious, so I won't have you stay for that. Our car insurance, we need to call and get a new car insurance set up ASAP. Our car insurance, I believe, lapsed in January, or in December, and we didn't get charged for it, which means I'm guessing that we are not covered right now, so we need to get on top of that. Hopefully we can do that Monday. Okay, I'll still put an amount in there because I'm sure we'll still be charged car insurance, so I'll just leave that amount there to remind me, if anything, that I need to get on top of that. Health insurance, $491. Dominion Energy. I looked at my energy bill from last January, and we spent about $110, and I'm just going to call this 100 because for the month of December we budgeted $85 and we're somewhere around $50. So I feel like maybe we're a little bit lower on our energy bill. So even though we spent 110 last year, I'm gonna be optimistic and hope that it's around 100 or less. Cell phones stays the same. Cable internet stays the same. Water utilities. Last year, we spent $119 in water utilities. I'm just going to call this 120 and see, hopefully, if we stick around that same price range. Groceries, $400. We just budget $100 each week for groceries. Gas, I'm going to say $200 for gas because last month in December I set $175 and we went over that amount. Okay, so with all of that, our regular costs, our regular bills were projected to make bill-wise about $2,861. And at this point, I'm going to see what our number is at the bottom of the spreadsheet. So we have $1,364.01. I want to have $1,583 in here. So I'm going to look and see what things we can hold off paying. House repairs, we don't need anything in that. I feel like we can hold off on that until we get our emergency fund budget built. We don't have any house problems at this point. We just want to have some money set aside for when something does happen. Medical deductible, we still need to contribute to that. Our car, I really want to make sure that we have money in there for our car, just in case something happens, and I feel like that's one where you always want to have money in there. Pet, I think my dog has shots coming up in one of these months coming up, so I'm going to keep that $20 in there. Yard care, I'm okay not contributing to that. Electronics, my computer is getting to be, it's starting to act up, so I'm going to say $50, and we want to start contributing to that. Prescriptions and therapy, we have a good $65 in there right now in that account. I'm going to say $50 if we need to go to do a therapy session, and if I need to have prescriptions this month, $115 should be able to cover it. Children's needs, I'm going to keep that in there. Clothing, we actually got some clothes from for our Christmas from my father-in-law, so I'm going to say $20 in clothing in that account, just because I think we have enough things hopefully if anything comes up and we have to buy some sort of piece of clothing, 20 can cover it. Dental, I want to keep contributing to dental. Food storage, I want to keep contributing to that. Anniversary, I'm going to keep that at 0, and then if we get supplemental income, I think we'll go ahead and fund that account. And family vacation, I still want to fund. Christmas, we need to start putting money aside for that, so that when next year comes around, we'll have some money there. Mad money, my mad money. Let's see, we're sitting at 1,379. We want to be at 1,583. I think, just looking at this, date nights for January, I'm going to only contribute $50 because that's when our anniversary is, and we have a ton of money in that account that we're going to be spending. Actually, might be okay just doing $20 in that account for January. Charity and impromptu giving, to meet our emergency fund. We have almost $20 in there now. I think that would probably be okay just for whatever happens in January. So I'm going to zero that out. Eating out. We still have quite a bit of money left over. I think if I call this $50, that gets us at $1,519.01. I want to be at $1,583. That's the amount that we need. We need $383 to meet our emergency fund goal and be done in January. Let's see if there's anything else that I feel like I can cut. We might just put $80 into our car account. Let's see where that puts me now. I'm at $1,539.01. I think I shall cut some money from medical deductible, car, pet. I'm going to do my pet account. I know his shots are coming up. I don't think they're in January. I think they're in the spring. I would like to have that money in there now, but I would more like to have money in my emergency fund. Okay, so we're looking at 1,560, so we're about 23 short from where we want to be. So let's see where we can get. I'm going to put nothing in our dental account. We've all had recent checkups. I just wanted to keep that account growing in case something crazy happens with the dentist. And we just need a few more bucks somewhere. I'm going to take it out of our electronics account. Let's say $25 in our electronics account. And that puts us at $1,604.01. And that is good enough for me. And I think if we have excess money, then we'll go ahead and put some of that into our funds that we modified and put lower amounts in, because I would like to start building those funds up. I still haven't figured out exactly what we're going to do once we meet our sinking fund goal, like what our next step is. If we're just going to start investing like Dave Ramsey's baby steps, if we're going to save for all of the unknowns, like then put money on top of it, like have money in case our roof needs repaired, or I'm just not quite sure what the next step is. If you guys have any ideas about what we do next, I think maybe a happy medium might be that we start contributing some to retirement and also start making sure that our other sinking funds are filled. Okay, so that is the budget for January 2019. Super excited that we get to get that baby step 3 finished this month if all goes well. I hope you guys are doing great. Happy New Year. Talk to you later. Bye.